Hi there, I'm Jackie Richards and I'm going to show you guys how to use your 3D foundation. So if you just got it in the mail, you got your tins and I want you to slide that lid off and I want you to plop them in. It doesn't matter what order you put them in, just put them in however you like. And I'm gonna show you guys how to apply your 3D foundation. Okay, so if you're a customer of mine, odds are I told you to get one of these brushes. This is called the 30-second hack. It's great for beginners, someone who doesn't want to get overwhelmed, and I'll show you how to apply your makeup with this. This is incredible for contouring. And then this brush right here is for my girls who want full coverage. Okay, so you're gonna open up your compact, and some of you guys decided to get 2 highlights, which is a really good idea because I like the under eye to appear a little bit brighter. It allows your makeup to just really lighten up your face and kind of get rid of those under eye circles. So I'm going in with a color called Sunlit. Just lightly dab it there and go underneath your eyes. This is again with my secondary highlight, and you would do that too if you had a secondary highlight. And I just use the pointy end of the 30-second hack brush and kind of swipe it underneath. It doesn't need to be perfect, you just kind of get it all on there because we're gonna blend it out with the Perfector sponge. Now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Amber. It's my other main highlight, I guess is what you would call it. And I'm gonna take the flat end of this powder brush, and I'm just going to stamp it everywhere I want to cancel out redness. Again, I like my foundation a little bit more full coverage. If you don't like that look, then you would just you wouldn't need to stamp it. You probably could get away with just swiping it like so. But if you like more full coverage, I like to kind of press it into my face. So we call this a stippling motion. You kind of just stamp the highlight into your face. And it does a really good job of canceling out all the redness. Now that you have the highlight on your face, you're going to contour. I like to use the Detail Hack brush for this. It has a tiny end and then a kind of broom-like end, and I'm gonna show you how I apply that. But I want you to reference your kind of cheat sheet. So a lot of you guys will have gotten this in the mail too. This shows you exactly where to place all the colors. So if you don't get anything out of this video, you can always look at this. So I use the tinier end to go into my contour color, and I kind of load it up. And I'm gonna come up to here, right where it kind of slants down, and there's the hollow of my cheek. I'm going to draw a little line right underneath it. Don't come too far down, kind of stop right up there. And then you're gonna come up to here, to your forehead. And I want you to kind of think of the number 3 is where you're going to place your contour. Okay, now that you're looking nice and scary, I like to flip this brush around and buff out the contour. Brush it upwards like so, or you can flick it up like that. And it forms that illusion that you have a cheekbone. Again, don't worry about it being perfect because we're gonna go in with our Perfector sponge in a little bit to really blot everything out. I just kind of comb it down my neck so that it's not a stark line right on my jawline. Blend that line right into your neck and come over here. And I'm just doing kind of little circles. Those are called buffing circles. Combing that right under there, flick it up to really create that illusion that you've got a cheekbone. And I've got this damp sponge. I squeezed it out nice and hard, and then I'm just gonna press, and it's gonna take care of any of the unevenness or anywhere that it might look a little bit muddy. And this picks up excess product, especially for your highlight, because you don't want your highlight to look cakey at all, and this is where that picks it up. I personally like to then apply a loose powder underneath my eyes to lock my highlight in place. You can absolutely use the vanilla dust, but if you're a little bit more oily, you want to get a loose powder. This one's called Airspun. You can find it at Target or Walmart. It's very affordable. And you just dip on into it like so and apply it underneath your eyes or anywhere that you want it to make sure that it doesn't crease at all. No.
I have cheekbones?
Yeah, you do. Okay, now it's time for blush. I like to use the end of my 30-second hack brush. It's got kind of like a bunny tail end, and I dip right into the color that I want to use. Sometimes you can get crazy and mix them. That's fun too. And I just blot it on the apples of my cheeks. Because it's cream, and if it goes on super pigmented, you can just take your sponge and pick up any excess to kind of dull down that color. Now you can go ahead and grab that same blush color and dab it on your lips. I like to mix. And now we're gonna go into illuminator. Okay, so for this illuminator, I have Georgia. It's super pigmented. I don't know if you can see that, but you can use your finger, or there's a brush right here. This is called the blend and tap. And you just go in, tap it in there, get any excess off, and put it on the high points of your face. And if you got a cream illuminator, the brush won't work with that. So you would just dip your finger in, get it right there, and tap it. All right, so the last and final step is going to be your Stay Setting Spray. I really, really, really encourage you get this. If you didn't get it with your first order, snag it in your second because you'll miss it. It is a setting spray that locks your makeup in place all day long, and especially if you're oily, you'll need it. It's a staple. Okay, and that's it. Feel free to powder your face one more time if you like a really matte finish, but that's really it. That's 3D foundation, and you're good to go.